Have you ever felt stuck because of past hurts? Do you find yourself weighed down by emotional wounds that just won't seem to heal? If so, you're not alone. Many people struggle with the lasting impact of past pain and find it hard to move forward. But what if there was a way to free yourself from this burden? What if you could tap into a hidden superpower that could help you heal and grow? That's what we're going to explore in this video: the incredible power of forgiveness and how it can help you heal your emotional wounds. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. It's not about forgetting what happened or excusing harmful actions. Instead, it's a powerful tool for personal growth and emotional healing. When we hold on to grudges and past hurts, we carry a heavy weight that affects every aspect of our lives. It can impact our relationships, our work, and even our physical health. But when we learn to forgive, we open the door to healing and a brighter future. Let's start by looking at the weight of emotional wounds. These are the hurts and pains from our past that we haven't fully processed or let go of. They might come from childhood experiences, difficult relationships, or traumatic events. Whatever their source, these wounds can have a profound effect on our daily lives. You might notice that you have trouble trusting others or forming close relationships. Maybe you find yourself easily triggered by certain situations or always on guard. Some people struggle with low self-esteem or a constant sense of anxiety. Others might experience physical symptoms like headaches, fatigue, or digestive issues. These are all common signs that you're carrying emotional baggage. The good news is that forgiveness can help lighten this load. But what exactly is forgiveness? At its core, forgiveness is a choice to let go of negative feelings towards someone who has hurt you. It's not about condoning their actions or pretending nothing happened. Instead, it's about freeing yourself from the grip of anger, resentment, and pain. Many people have misconceptions about forgiveness. They might think it means reconciling with someone who hurt them or putting themselves in a position to be hurt again. But that's not what forgiveness is about. You can forgive someone without ever speaking to them again. Forgiveness is something you do for yourself, not for the other person. Science has shown that forgiveness has real, measurable benefits for our mental and physical health. Studies have found that people who practice forgiveness experience less anxiety, depression, and stress. They also tend to have lower blood pressure and a stronger immune system. Forgiveness even affects our brain chemistry, releasing feel-good hormones like oxytocin and reducing stress hormones like cortisol. When we forgive, we open ourselves up to a range of positive outcomes. People who forgive often report feeling more peaceful and content. They tend to have better relationships and more satisfying social lives. Forgiveness can boost our self-esteem and help us feel more in control of our lives. It can even improve our sleep quality and overall physical health. But if forgiveness is so beneficial, why do we find it so hard to do? There are several common obstacles that can make forgiveness challenging. One is the mistaken belief that forgiving means forgetting or excusing the hurt. Another is the fear that forgiving means being vulnerable to further hurt. Some people worry that forgiveness means giving up their right to feel angry or hurt. It's also common to feel that the person who hurt us doesn't deserve forgiveness. We might think that holding on to our anger is a way of punishing them or protecting ourselves. Sometimes we're simply not ready to let go of our pain. It might have become a part of our identity or a way of connecting with others who have been hurt in similar ways. Despite these challenges, forgiveness is a skill that we can all learn and practice. It's not always easy, but there are steps we can take to move towards forgiveness. The first step is to acknowledge your pain. It's important to recognize and validate your feelings without judgment. Allow yourself to feel angry, hurt, or sad without trying to push these emotions away. Next, try to gain some perspective on the situation. This doesn't mean making excuses for the person who hurt you, but trying to understand the context of what happened. Were they going through a difficult time? Did they act out of their own pain or fear? Understanding doesn't mean condoning, but it can help soften your feelings and make forgiveness easier. Once you've acknowledged your pain and gained some perspective, you can start to actively choose forgiveness. This might involve repeating affirmations like, "I choose to let go of this pain," or visualizing yourself releasing the hurt. It's important to remember that forgiveness is a process, not a one-time event. You might need to choose forgiveness multiple times before it fully takes hold. As you work on forgiving others, don't forget about self-forgiveness. Many of us carry around guilt or shame for past actions or perceived failures. Learning to forgive ourselves can be just as important as forgiving others. Start by treating yourself with the same compassion you'd show a good friend. Acknowledge that everyone makes mistakes and that you're worthy of forgiveness. Practicing self-compassion can help in the process of self-forgiveness. This might involve speaking kindly to yourself, practicing self-care, or writing a letter of forgiveness to yourself. Remember that forgiving yourself doesn't mean you're off the hook for your actions. Instead, it means you're choosing to learn from your mistakes and move forward in a positive way. Forgiveness can have a powerful impact on our relationships with others. When we hold on to grudges, we create barriers between ourselves and others. We might become defensive, distrustful, or closed off. But when we practice forgiveness, we open ourselves up to deeper, more authentic connections. In your relationships, try to create an atmosphere of openness and understanding. This doesn't mean tolerating hurtful behavior, but it does mean being willing to listen and communicate. When conflicts arise, try to approach them with a spirit of forgiveness. This can help prevent small misunderstandings from turning into major rifts. To make forgiveness a regular part of your life, consider creating a daily forgiveness practice. This might involve taking a few minutes each day to reflect on any hurts or resentments you're holding onto. You could write them down, then consciously choose to let them go. Over time, this practice can help you become more naturally forgiving. You might also try incorporating forgiveness into your meditation or prayer practice if you have one. Visualize yourself releasing negative emotions and filling up with peace and compassion. Some people find it helpful to use physical gestures, like opening their hands, to symbolize letting go. As you practice forgiveness, you might start to notice positive changes in your life. You might feel lighter, more peaceful, or more open to new experiences. Your relationships might improve, and you might find it easier to connect with others. You may even notice improvements in your physical health, like better sleep or fewer stress-related symptoms. It's important to remember that forgiveness is a journey, not a destination. There may be setbacks along the way, and that's okay. Be patient with yourself and keep practicing. Over time, forgiveness can become a natural response rather than a struggle. Some people worry that forgiveness means they're letting someone off the hook for bad behavior. But remember, forgiveness is about freeing yourself, not excusing others. You can forgive someone while still holding them accountable for their actions. Forgiveness doesn't mean you have to trust someone again or allow them back into your life if they're toxic or abusive. Others might worry that they're not strong enough to forgive. But forgiveness isn't about being strong or weak. It's about choosing to prioritize your own peace and well-being. In fact, it often takes more strength to forgive than to hold on to anger and resentment. When you choose forgiveness, you're not just helping yourself. You're also contributing to a more compassionate and understanding world. Forgiveness has a ripple effect. When you forgive, you model that behavior for others. You create an atmosphere of grace and understanding that can spread to your family, your community, and beyond. Imagine a world where more people chose forgiveness over revenge, understanding over judgment. By practicing forgiveness in your own life, you're taking a step towards creating that world. You're breaking cycles of hurt and resentment that might have been passed down for generations. So where do you go from here? If you're interested in exploring the power of forgiveness in your own life, here are some steps you can take. Start by identifying any hurts or resentments you're holding on to. These might be big or small, recent or from long ago. Write them down, if that helps. Next, choose one of these hurts to focus on. It doesn't have to be the biggest or most painful one. Sometimes it's easier to start with something smaller. Reflect on this hurt and how it's affecting your life. Are you ready to consider forgiveness? If you are, try some of the techniques we've discussed. Acknowledge your pain, try to gain perspective, and make a conscious choice to forgive. Remember, this is a process. It might take time and repeated efforts. Be patient and gentle with yourself. You might find it helpful to seek support as you work on forgiveness. This could be from a trusted friend, a support group, or a professional counselor. Sometimes talking through our hurts and our forgiveness journey with others can provide valuable insights and encouragement. There are also many resources available if you want to learn more about forgiveness. Books, podcasts, and online courses can provide deeper insights and practical techniques. Look for resources that resonate with you and your personal beliefs and values. Remember, forgiveness is a powerful tool for healing and growth. It's not always easy, but the benefits can be truly life-changing. By choosing forgiveness, you're choosing freedom, peace, and a brighter future. You're tapping into a superpower that can transform your life and the world around you. As we wrap up this video, I want to encourage you to take that first step towards forgiveness. It might feel daunting, but remember that every journey begins with a single step. You have the power within you to heal your emotional wounds and create a life of greater peace and joy. Think about one small act of forgiveness you could practice today. Maybe it's forgiving someone for a minor annoyance, or showing yourself compassion for a mistake. Whatever it is, take that step. And then tomorrow, take another one. Little by little, you can build a practice of forgiveness that will enrich your life in countless ways. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of forgiveness. I hope you found it helpful and inspiring. Remember, forgiveness is a superpower that we all possess. It's up to us to choose to use it. Here's to your journey of healing, growth, and forgiveness. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.